Hi, and welcome to another episode of Hot Takes with me, the Silver Fox. Now, whilst of course we have all the shenanigans and chicanery occurring in Holyrood over Humza Yousaf's lack of resignation, it must not be forgotten, of course, that other important political decisions are being made this week. Most notably, of course, the vast array of elections in England and Wales. Now, why are these important? Well, of course, it isn't just at a local level who gets to rule in particular areas, of course. The result of these elections are seen as a barometer of how the country intends to vote in the next general election. And so for Rishi Sunak, for example, these elections are likely to be disastrous. And if they are as bad as they're going to be, maybe he ought to consider his position as well. Because whilst Humza Yousaf may not be the most astute of politicians, even he knew when the game was up. And so I'm wondering if Rishi Sunak was taking notes when he watched the resignation statement yesterday, because it may not be long before he has to make a similar decision. With all the local and mayoral elections, the elections for police commissioners and things like that on Thursday, and by the close of play Friday, it will be clear whether the recent opinion polls, with many putting the Conservative share at just 20% or sometimes even lower, reflect reality. And if they do, then I think Rishi Sunak has no option but to resign. And of course that would leave the field open for someone better suited, someone perhaps less devious, someone who is not a backstabbing two-faced bastard. Or someone indigenous. That would make a change in this country in this day and age, wouldn't it? But if he does go, you have to say who comes next. My personal favourite, Penny Mordaunt. Not, I think, that she's particularly good. She is a WEF lackey. But at least it would be nice to have someone who does have commanding presence and can answer quickly on the hoof at question time. It's always nice to see a good performer do their thing. And I don't think she's entirely stupid either, unlike some of the others. Now, obviously, Hunt is right out. He wants it, of course. He can never, ever have it. Of course, it is possible that Sunak will survive Thursday's outcome. Labour may underperform. Andy Street and Ben Houchen might be judged on their records and not of recent prime ministers. And the Reform UK effect may be muted because the party isn't geared to fight local elections. So maybe he'll have his bacon saved a little, but I suspect not very much. And I think that by Friday morning it'll become clear that Sunak's time is come and gone and he must go. And one cannot help but wait. I, of course, will be up Thursday night. I will be doing podcasts all through the night, offering opinion, offering my piece and all that. So if you are in the least bit interested, do tune in on Thursday night. This is a bit of a heads up for it, but I will be shouting out and calling out and pointing out all the spin and bollocks that these politicians are bound to say as the night goes on. Anyway, I'll leave that there. Thank you very much. Take care and goodbye.